It's certainly seen a lot. It has sucked a lot of people in. There's been a lot of ink that's been jetted out writing about this show. It's really embraced a lot of people. I'm going to stop. I think the bigger point on Netflix is that this company has something like 18 billion shots on goal, i.e., did you know about Bridgerton until that splashed across people's screens a year ago? And then there was the chess series that they had last year. And this,
I
and
watched all of them.
and what Netflix has is the ability to take these shows and to kind of throw them in and get them into the zeitgeist across multiple languages. And it's also content that's a little on the edgier side. You would not see this on Disney Plus. So anyway, it's just part of what I think is the special sauce behind Netflix. I think there's a little bit more upside. This is not my top pick, though. It's our number 3 pick. But I think it's got a little bit more upside, and the content slate should be super strong into next year. And expect more Squid Games from Netflix. I don't know what it's going to be, but next year and the year after that, from all different parts of the world, that's the Netflix magic.
Well, I mean, for those that know, when I saw a video of my son at soccer yesterday playing red light, green light, I was pretty freaked out. I'm not going to give away any spoilers. Wilfred hasn't seen it, but
there's been a lot of spoilers on the show.
There's no spoiler.
Recently,
no spoiler. But that game you'll never look at the same way. Mark, the international strategy is what stands out here. Anyone else doing this? So it's a Korean show, and Lupin, another one of their big hits, a French show. There's a few of those that really have made waves in countries all around the globe.
Australian shows, too.
Wilfred's watching a random Australian show that nobody's heard of.
Secret City.
Is anyone else doing this besides Netflix? And what is the financial upside of that model of taking the international show and making it so broad in its appeal?
Well, there's a couple of key things here. One is that it tells you that at least some content really is global in nature. U.S. content there's been lots of U.S. content that's been that way, but not so much international content. But if you sub it and dub it in multiple languages, you can make these things global. And it's wonderful for the P&L because there's fixed costs associated with Squid Games or Casa de Papel in Spain, Money Heist, or Lupin in France. And but if you can, how it costs X amount to produce it, but if you can show that to hundreds of millions of people, not just in the home country, you're going to get really nice margins off that show. So yes, where you can source content globally. And by the way, this is a great country for producing content. It's also a very expensive country for producing content. I'm talking about the U.S. So if you can source it from international markets and spread it globally, it does wonders for the business model, allows margins to rise.
So, Mark, Sarah's obsession for the Squid Game got us to your number 3 pick first, slightly oddly. Let's now go reverse order. What's number 2?
Number 2 is Amazon, and I say that I still think we need what I call a clearing event on the stock. We've been warning people. I think that margins are a little too high on the street. Amazon is in the midst of a very aggressive investment cycle when it comes to logistics fulfillment. They're going one day globally. They're going super same day. That's our terminology for 5-hour window deliveries. That's a very expensive thing to build out, but it's going to unlock a lot more consumer retail spend, and it's going to unlock the stock too. So I think we're going to get a warning on the September quarter when they print the earnings. They're going to warn people about future margins, and then I think the stock will have a real nice rally. I think that's your clearing event. I think that's what allows the stock to take off.